Hashtag open source AI models making headlines, long-form script. You're sleeping on open source AI, and it's costing you thousands in subscription fees. Here's what nobody's telling you. Hey, welcome back to TechNavigator Pro. I'm about to show you how open source AI models are completely reshaping what's possible without paying OpenAI or Anthropic a single dollar. Let me be real with you. Most people think AI access means expensive monthly subscriptions. ChatGPT Plus, Claude Pro, Adobe's Firefly credits. But the actual revolution? It's happening in the open source community right now, and it's free. Here's the problem. You're either paying premium rates for AI tools, or you're using limited free versions that throttle your requests. You don't know which models actually work for your specific use case. And honestly, you have no idea how to actually run these things locally. That changes today. First, let's talk about what's actually happening in open source AI right now. According to Hugging Face's Model Hub, the largest repository of AI models online, there are over 300,000 publicly available models as of late 2025. That's not a typo. 300,000 models. And the quality gap between open source and proprietary AI has basically vanished. Let me show you the three categories that matter right now. Meta's Llama 3.1 changed the game completely. Released in summer 2025, this model performs nearly identically to GPT-4 on most benchmarks. Per Meta's official documentation, Llama 3.1 comes in 8 billion, 70 billion, and 405 billion parameter versions. You can run the 8B model on your laptop. Your actual laptop. With 16 gigabytes of RAM. Mistral AI's latest releases, particularly their mixture of experts models, offer similar performance with lower computational requirements. According to Mistral's technical documentation, their 7B models run faster than Llama while maintaining competitive accuracy. Then there's Qwen from Alibaba. Most people haven't heard of this, but Qwen's latest versions outperform comparable-sized models across language benchmarks. The open source community on GitHub shows Qwen implementations getting 10,000 plus stars because people actually prefer them. This is where open source gets dangerous. Dangerous meaning, too good to be true. Take image generation. Stable Diffusion released version 3.5 this year, and it's free. Completely free. You can run it locally on your GPU. According to Stability AI's release notes, SD 3.5 matches DALL-E 3 quality on most prompts. The Hugging Face community has created 50,000 plus derivative models optimized for specific art styles, photography, 3D rendering, you name it. For coding, Code Llama and DeepSeek Coder are open source and genuinely competitive with GitHub Copilot. According to Human Eval benchmarks published on Papers with Code, DeepSeek Coder 33B actually scores higher than Copilot on code generation tasks. That's public data. Verifiable. For voice, Whisper by OpenAI is open source. Free. You can transcribe audio better than paid transcription services charge you for. Running Whisper locally means your audio never touches external servers. Now here's where most tutorials fail you. They say use open source AI but don't explain the actual mechanics. There are three main pathways, and they're easier than you think. Go to huggingface.co right now. Search Llama or Stable Diffusion. Click on any model card. Most have a blue deploy button that says Run in Spaces. Click that button. You get an interactive interface instantly. No installation. No command line. No GPU required for smaller models. This is literally the easiest way to start. The model card itself, that's the page showing the model parameters, training data, and benchmark scores, shows you exactly what you're using. It's transparent. Compare that to ChatGPT where you have no idea what training data went into it. This is my personal recommendation because you maintain full control. Download Llama from olama.ai. Install it like any normal application. Open your terminal, don't panic, I'll walk you through it. Type Llama Llama 2 and hit enter. That's it. You're downloading a 4 GB model. Now type Llama serve in one terminal window. In another, type Llama run Llama 2 and start chatting with an AI that lives entirely on your computer. No internet required after the initial download. No API costs. No data collection. According to Llama's GitHub documentation, they've pre-configured over 70 popular models, so you just type one command. Llama, Mistral, Dolphin, Neural Chat, all available with one word. The interface shows up in your terminal, but here's the pro tip: you can pipe Llama into a web interface. Use something like Open Web UI, also open source, also free. You get a ChatGPT looking interface that's running on your hardware, processing your data locally. Sometimes you need GPU power you don't own locally. Replicate.com and Together AI offer APIs where you pay per token, like 1 cent per million tokens sometimes. Run commercial-grade models for pocket change. According to Replicate's pricing page, you're looking at roughly 50-100x cheaper than equivalent proprietary APIs while using identical models. Here's what this actually means economically. You're spending $20 monthly on ChatGPT Plus. You could redirect the $20 toward GPU credits on any of these platforms and get unlimited access to multiple model families. Or you're running everything locally and paying literally zero after initial hardware investment. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We post tech tutorials daily, and tomorrow we're showing you how to fine-tune these models for your specific workflow. That's where the real power emerges. Let me show you what this means for 3 different use cases. A freelance copywriter spending $50 monthly on ChatGPT Plus and Claude Pro subscriptions could run Llama 3.1 locally for zero ongoing costs. Writing quality is identical for 80% of tasks. That's $600 annually recovered. A developer using GitHub Copilot at $120 annually could use Code Llama with identical functionality. The code generation quality, again, per peer-reviewed benchmarks on papers with code, is demonstrably equal or superior. That's maintained. A content creator needing image generation could use Stable Diffusion locally instead of Midjourney subscriptions. Unlimited generations. Zero limits. $30 monthly savings becomes $360 yearly. Multiply that across a small team and you're looking at tens of thousands in annual savings while using technology that's actually superior in many dimensions. First, quantization. This is the hidden feature that changes everything. Models come in different sizes. A full 70B parameter model from Llama might be 140 gigabytes. But quantized versions, where the precision is reduced but performance barely changes, can be 20 gigabytes. Run the same model, 7x less hard drive space. This technique is already built into Llama. You don't do anything. It's automatic. Second, mixture of experts. Recent models from Mistral and others use Mo architecture. What that means, instead of using the entire model's brain for every query, only the relevant expert parts activate. Same quality, 2-3x faster, 50% less power consumption. Per Mistral's technical breakdown, this is why their models feel snappier. Third, the community fine-tunes everything. Want a model optimized for medical diagnosis? Someone created it. Legal document analysis? Exists. Specific coding languages? Dozens of variations. Check Hugging Face Model Hub regularly. New specialized versions drop constantly, and they're usually licensed for commercial use. Fourth, connect multiple models. You don't have to use one model for everything. Use Llama for general reasoning, Code Llama for coding, a specialized model for image generation. Mix and match. According to recent architecture papers from the research community, ensemble approaches often outperform single large models. I need to be honest about limitations. Open source isn't always better. Llama excels at reasoning but occasionally hallucinates worse than GPT-4. Stable Diffusion sometimes mishandles text in images. These are real gaps. For mission-critical applications where accuracy is non-negotiable, you might still want proprietary solutions. A self-driving car company probably isn't using open-source models exclusively. Medical diagnostics at hospital scale? Likely proprietary. But for the 90% of us using AI for productivity? Content creation? Learning? Development? The open source options are not just viable, they're often superior. We're at an inflection point, and this won't last forever. Proprietary AI companies have invested billions. They'll eventually build advantages that can't be replicated in open source. But right now, in this window, the open source community has achieved parity or superiority across most categories. If you're not leveraging that, you're basically paying for convenience you don't need. The second advantage, control. When you run models locally, you control your data. No training data collection. No behavioral tracking. No corporate surveillance of what you're asking the AI. For privacy-conscious users, this is non-negotiable. Third advantage, customization. You can fine-tune these models on your own data. A business can take Llama, feed it proprietary documents, and create a model that understands their specific context better than any general-purpose AI ever could. Try doing that with ChatGPT. This week, do 3 things. 1. Visit huggingface.co. Search for any task you regularly use AI for. Click a model card. Run it in Spaces. That's 10 minutes maximum. You'll see the quality immediately. 2. Download Llama. Install it. Run one model locally. Experience what having AI on your hardware feels like. That's 15 minutes including download time. 3. If you're serious, check out OpenWebUI or Lite LLM for a unified interface across multiple models. You'll realize you have options proprietary tools never gave you. Start with one model. Pick whichever task you use AI most for. If it works, and it will expand from there. Here's what's happening in real time: the democratization of AI is not coming. It's here. Thousands,